Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm just now getting on to the highway. Good morning, peeps. What's going on? What's today? Friday. We made it. We made it. Friday, September 26th. Y'all see what I'm doing right now, right? I'm paying a 5 right now. Pissing me off. Okay? I got to save up some more time. That way I could take it. I mean, I got some, don't get me wrong, because I'm not paying the full 5 today. That's not going to happen. I can't do it. But, yes, so today's Friday. So much going on. So much going on. Same old crap, right? The same old crap. So I need to run through a couple of things. I'm going to try to get to all what I want to talk about because stuff been tripping me out. A lot of stuff has been tripping me out. So, right off the gate, y'all. Right off the gate. I cannot believe that I didn't make it to the rapture. I mean, did it happen and I just didn't make it? Is it a situation where, the rapture came and if you're still here, you totally missed it? It's not like you saw everybody else go. Did people actually make it and I just didn't? Did I miss it? I mean, what the hell? What the helly? Maybe that's where we are right now. Maybe that's what's going on. Let me cross over these lanes. I got time to be. Yeah, so I missed the rapture. And then then the rapture was 2 days. And what's pissing me off about the rapture, pissing me off about the rapture is that these people who believed in it are so-called Christians. And if you're a Christian, then you know that there is no designated time or day for his return. So how will you believe in both? I mean, they said the people was down to the doggone TikTok crying. They done sold their house, gave their kids to CPS, giving out cash, sold their car. Now they crying, talk about they can't believe it. I saw this one girl said she gave away her 6 kids, and that's what she felt like she was told to do. And just because the rapture didn't come, she said, I'm not going back to get them. Wow. Okay, so you needed to use the rapture as your reason. Okay. Yikes. I mean, the kids clearly are better in somebody else's care, I'd like to think, than hers, if that's the case. But, But enough about the rapture. Since there's not a hard date, we could just go ahead and move on. Okay? I mean, let's be honest. The world is not finished burning down, you know what I mean? And more of that has to happen before the rapture can come. For now, we all got to go to work. We got to go to work. The rapture didn't happen. I got to clock in today. Okay? Let me turn on this AC. So, Cardi B's album is really good. It's really good. She's definitely like putting the girls over her knee. But she got some joints on there I like. And congratulations to her on dropping her sophomore album being really good. And so, yeah. And so, let me see who else is pissing me off. Oh, Kenya Moore's husband is pissing me off. Okay. Yeah, let's get into who's pissing me off right now. Kenya Moore's husband is pissing me off because apparently he closed down his restaurant. Now, restaurants are high-risk businesses. So if you want to get into the restaurant business, by all means. But go in understanding that it's risky business, okay? It's risky business. And so apparently he closed down his restaurant in Brooklyn. And, of course, now he can't pay the 5. And so the people said eviction. And then he said, Kenya, can I come down there and stay at your house? And she said, not the house that you tried to take from me during the divorce. That can't be the house you're referring to. Homelessness, sir. Homelessness. Okay? Homelessness. That's what needs to happen here. And so far, Kenya is responding the way that she should. Negro, please. And don't bring your daughter into this. See? Because now all of a sudden your time freed up and now you can come move all the way down here. I don't think so. Okay? Okay? Homelessness. That's going to be your middle name, sir. Homeless. So yeah, Kenya, I'm glad she's not helping him, and I hope she don't backpedal, because it's like, you don't owe that man anything, and for everything he played you the whole time. You know what I mean? He love bombed you to death. You married him within 10 minutes of the love bombing, and you know, enough. Now, Kenya Moore husband pissed me off. Now, who else is pissing me off? This basketball player. Okay, first of all, I don't even like his look. Okay, like, what is this? But anyway. But what's he from, the Brooklyn Nets? Some Brooklyn Nets player is interviewing with Justin LeBoy, telling him how basically he cheat. He got girls to pay for his stuff before he became an NBA player. His contract is like 180, 200, something like that, and he was splitting the rent with his girlfriend. And he told her that whatever happened between them, if they ended up breaking up, he would continue to split the rent. And so Justin can't take it. He's like, splitting the rent, like she breaking her neck to make $3,000 and you could just pay it. And he like, well, I don't know. I mean, I want to know that she's there for the right reasons. I gotta stop. The patriarchy set it up so that men can have resources, and then women can want them for the resources. So therefore, she is there for the right reasons. You have the resources, and she wants you for the resources. Now, what he was explaining sounded like she had her own. What he explained was she saw an apartment. Well, they saw an apartment, and he thought to himself, yeah, when I pull up, I want to be able to pull up to an apartment like this, to a place like this. So he splits it with her. See, this is where she was not being smart. And it doesn't matter if she was there for the money. I mean, when was the way the patriarchy set it up is for you to want men for their money if they have any. So if you don't have any and nobody wants you, I don't know what to tell you. It's like, I got to go back. The patriarchy, the men got to go back to the drawing board and figure out the rules they created. Okay? Y'all created this. And now you're mad because women are going, okay, well then where's the money? It's like that thing I keep seeing where it's like, men are providers. And then women are going, okay, provide. And the men are like, wow, okay. Sir, enough. And so now he's saying, well, now they broke up 6 months into it. Who's the reason? I'm the reason. But I don't know if I should keep on, paying, because she gonna have to act right month to month. So basically you want access to her without the established part of the relationship, because y'all are now broken up. But now she's under a contract. So this is where she made a mistake by not being an independent woman who don't need anybody. Because that's where that comes from. He's literally explaining to us how he needs to be able to control her, and he wants to be able to control her behavior and what she does, and that is contingent upon whether he will ensure that she continues to have somewhere to stay. This story is as old as time. It's as old as time. And that's the reason why when the laws let up for women and women were able to get bank accounts, work, buy their own property, this is why they did. And every time you could get in any one of these relationship groups, and what the men will say is, yeah, women are filing for divorce at 80%, as if it's a slight to women. It's not a slight to women. It's a message to men. Women are filing at 80% because they want to get the hell up out of there. Okay? So you thinking you're not embarrassing a woman like, oh, she's breaking up the family. The bottom line is this, which y'all don't want to say up front, which is when you go to cheat, your expectation is that she's still going to be there regardless. But the fact is, she has the option to leave. And so the basketball player, you cheated, and then you can't believe that your half of the rent ain't enough for her to try to stay with you. That's what you got a problem with. How dare she? How dare she not have the full rent and still be willing to break up with you? And so because she broke up with you, now you feel like, well, I don't know if I'm going to give you the money. I don't care what I told you I was going to do. I don't care. You're going to say that out loud. And it's like, and that's the reason why this is why you don't go 50-50 with people. This is why you do what you got to do to pay your own bills so that you cannot be controlled under any circumstance. Okay? I keep talking about capitalism. You need to participate in it more than you are, and you need to acknowledge it for what it is. Money may not be everything, but it's in the top two. We need money to do every single thing that needs to be done. Everything. We all need to be doing what we got to do to try to get more money. Period. I got quite a few ideas in my head that I am willing to do to get money if push comes to shove. I hope push don't have to come to shove, but if it does, it's going to be what it's going to be. Because I'm not going to the homeless shelter. Okay? I'm not. I'm not. And so that's the point. Go get this money. You need to go figure out how to make more money, because unless you're willing to move out the country, you got to have money. Complaining about not having money when you're in a position to make money is out of control. There's too many ways to make money. Too many. Some of the ways are old as time. You know, like how men will consider it prostitution. It's all prostitution. You give me this and I give you that. It's a bartering system. Okay? It's quid pro quo. You can pretend it's not all you want to, but it is. But at the end of the day, as they say, and I'll connect this dot right here for y'all, the happiest demographic, statistics, the Pew Research, the CDC. Okay, you can ask the ladies in your building, at your job, anywhere. The happiest demographics we all know are single women and married men. Married men get everything done for them, and that's why they're happy. That's why they live longer. And single women live longer because they're not doing any of that shit for anybody. They chilling, they're choosing themselves. And again, there's nothing selfish about choosing to stay single, choosing to not have children, and choosing yourself. No one else is suffering because you're doing that. No one is suffering. What's selfish is a person who will keep their house dirty or, throw socks on the ground on purpose so that you can clean it up, trying to give you something to do. I've experienced this before. Y'all wouldn't believe the things I experienced. And so, a lot of times people want to call you bitter when you experience certain things and you talk about it, or you're not going to take it anymore or whatever. And it's like, it's not bitterness. I have the ability. Okay. It's uncanny. I have the ability to learn a lesson immediately. Immediately. And so with certain things that it's like, oh, I'm just not doing that anymore. I'm not upset. I'm not bitter. I experienced this. I went down that path. And then I said, absolutely not. Not again. I don't need to try it again to see if it's going to work this time or that's going to work this time. It's certain things I'm just not going to do. I'm not interested. I don't want to do it. It's a lot of things I would rather do myself because it's easier. I like to have my whole bed to myself. I like to hold the remote, okay? I like to watch whatever I want to watch on TV. I like to cook girl dinner, you know what I mean? I don't have time for a meat, a side, and a vegetable. I ain't got time for that, okay? Sometimes I just want the side. Sometimes I just want the meat. Sometimes I just want to eat this little piece, and I don't have time for that, okay? It is what it is. The other side of my bed is for snacks, the remote, my books, you know what I'm saying, another pillow. And so, yeah, you can believe what you want, but every single thing that somebody does doesn't always have to connect to some sort of relationship. But, everybody gets to choose what they want to do, and that's the bottom line. But it can never be me. You know what I mean? Not again. Once is enough for me. It's lessons I'm willing to learn on the first try. And I've learned so many of them that's why I come from a place of no. It's like, oh, I'm not doing that, because I'm not. I'm not mad. It's nobody else's fault, problem. Don't concern yourself. I'm only concerning myself with what I want to do, and that's just it. That's it. And so I would never be stuck paying half of nothing with anybody. I'd rather pay my own so that I can have my own bed to myself. I don't want nobody asking me questions. I don't want to talk about my favorite color. It's too much. I already have a full-time job, which I'm going to now. I'm paying the $5 right now, okay? And and that also leads me to the topic of being high maintenance, right? Because some people would call me or some other people high maintenance, right? Here's the thing about being high maintenance. If you can maintain your own maintenance, that's the goal. That's what we're looking for. We want to make sure we can maintain our own maintenance. Now, here's where the problem comes in when you're in a relationship. If you're a high maintenance person and you're in a relationship, the person usually doesn't want to have to pay for all your extra so-called terrible financial decisions, like me getting my nails done. Don't worry about paying for it. But also, don't say a damn thing when I don't get my nails done. When my hair isn't laid or fried to the side. Don't make it seem like I'm falling off. Because, see, you could pay for me to stay on. Anytime I don't want to maintain myself, I have that option. But, see, a lot of times, people think that they have input on that, and you don't. The same way you don't have financial input is the same way I don't want to hear verbal input. I want you to shut the hell up about my maintenance of myself. Okay? The first time you think, you've changed, and now you don't wear this, and you don't do that anymore. Right. Because I don't want to pay for that right now. Or maybe I'll miss my appointment or whatever. Right? As long as you're not paying, you don't have any input. Okay? We've all been there. And if you haven't, either you haven't lived long enough or you're very lucky. But I remember getting my nails done and a opinion about what I should get on them, whether or not they should be blinged out. But listen, your opinion holds no weight here, okay? You need to keep it to yourself. It's completely pointless. I'm not even considering what you're telling me. I didn't get a deposit, and so I don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to always do what I want. I've had a man tell me, some men don't like this. I'm looking around for, who said that? Why would I? Anywho, guys, let's talk about this right here because this is trippy and I want to make sure y'all know. Okay. Laura Looney, as in Looney Tunes, as in Looney Tick. Anyway, the white girl that be talking smack, she gonna call Jasmine Crockett a ghetto black bitch. Oh, okay. Listen, to all the white people, okay? To all the white people, I need y'all to get some new material, okay? I've already been every nigga, and I've already been every ghetto black bitch. It's been 400 years, and y'all still haven't been able to come up with new material on what you gonna say. I mean, what? Ghetto black bitch, and then we're supposed to say what? Okay. Like, what? It's two ghetto black bitches here, and now they confused when you be like, you a ghetto black bitch. I'm not black. Yes, the fuck you are. You certainly trying to be when you get up off that tanning bed. After you get electrocuted for an hour. After you jump in the pool and it look like you took a dump. From all that tanning lotion you got on you. Oh, it's two ghetto black bitches up in here, okay? That's how you gotta flip it. It's like, please, okay? Being called the N-word, a nigga, is like, please. But that goes to show they lack creativity, as we know. As we know, y'all are so non-creative and so mediocre that in 400 years, you still using nigga as an insult. Like, okay, we know, we got it. It's to the point where we're using it. It's, okay. Okay, like, what do you need from this? After you say that, then what? Okay? I dare you to try to hang me, and let's see what happens there. Take it to the next level. Take my niggerdom to the next level, and then we can see what happens, okay? It's over the top. It's over the top. It's like, listen, and here's the thing, too. Everything don't need to be filmed, okay? If you find yourself by yourself and somebody talking shit, there's no reason to pull out a phone and show anything, okay? We need to have no proof. If CCTV ain't catch it, it's not to be caught. Am I the only person watching Law and Order? Is it just me? And not just SVU. We're talking regular Law and Order, okay? We're talking SVU. Okay, we're talking about the new one that Stabler's on. I can't be the only one. Everything don't need to be filmed, okay? The memory that you leave with that person will be enough footage in their brain if you smack them on the spot and then just walk off. Walk off. You can knock these people out and just be on about your business. You don't need proof of that. You know what you did, and they will always remember what you did. If somebody else ain't catching it on film, it ain't to be caught. It ain't to be caught. But everybody don't deserve teeth in their mouth. And that's what you need. That's the message you need to be sending. I don't care what your dentist told you. Shout out to all the dentists, especially my cousin. But I don't give a damn what he said. You gonna go to him with some shit missing. You gonna wake up like Tamar in a pool of blood. But anywho, look at me. What time is this? 7:50. Oh, I got a couple of minutes to talk to y'all still. Well, I'm acting like I can't park. Okay. Yeah, so never mind all that. Oh, Rihanna had her baby. Oh, she had a little girl, so I wonder if she's done. Who knows? But congratulations to her. Her and Cardi B, they're going at it. Rihanna, you need to catch up, girl. I know the baby is 10 seconds old, but baby, you want to catch up to Cardi B, you're going to have another baby. You're going to have another one. Oh, and they all compete with Sierra, so, you know, everybody got hella kids. But all of them kids are not going to have to go to the, they're not going to have to be a part of, capitalism and be a part of the fucking rat race. But, anywho, what was I saying? Where's my other, note? Let me see. Did I have anything else to say? Not too much more. Not too much more. But what I will say is this, because I am about to end it. Right? Ma, you crazy, ain't Ma? Today's Friday. I can only pay partial of the 5 today. Okay, I need to leave early. Sophia got to go to, they having like youth night tonight, and it's supposed to rain. Sophia don't know where her raincoat is, and it's like, well, I know where mine is, and I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean? I can't, y'all. I can't. And so, but if it rains too much, she gonna get lucky, because I'm not interested in sitting in the rain. I'm, no, I don't know. So it just depends on what happens. But, what else did I have to say? I'm sure I had some other stuff to point out, but I think I pointed out quite enough today. I'm about to go. Like I said, because as soon as I sit down, I'm immediately putting my time in. I meant to put it in yesterday, but oh snap! I will tell y'all something. Have y'all ever seen like somebody y'all ever seen a house get raided with your own eyes and not on TV? I saw it last night. Why the hell did my neighbor house get raided? And you know, I caught it all on camera. I was shook. My neighbor called me. She was like, girl, look outside. And I'm in my room, chilling, minding my business. And I haul ass downstairs. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was minding my business so hard, I came flying down the stairs. And when I opened the door, police were everywhere. And I ain't gonna lie, I came out looking like Medea. Okay? And listen, the gift that keeps on giving was outside before I got there. Okay? I know the cops was like, boing. I was like, oh snap. Cops was everywhere. All type of undercovers. Like it was just trucks loaded up. And I live in a cul-de-sac. They was calling my neighbor with a bullhorn. Come outside with your hands up. Come on. I thought I was in a movie. I thought I was at Law and Order. I was like, holy shit, my neighborhood is not, my neighborhood is very safe. Literally, like, very safe. However, somebody did move into the neighborhood that was renting, and that doesn't mean anything. It's just that it's like he don't own this house. So I've seen several people rent this house out. And so, but he got a lot of traffic coming in and out, and I don't know. But I guess I do now. I could take an educated guess. Y'all, they had the bullhorn. They had weapons drawn. Yo, I was like, oh my God. And I was like this. Like, I was filming. I was like, I got to get this on tape. Y'all, they bust this man's house wide open. But what I happened to, I'm trifling, and y'all know this, but so last night, they busted the door down, blah, blah, they didn't find anything. It was coming from the backyard. They came from my backyard area. I mean, shook. They had my daughter crying. She was nervous. She was crying. I'm on the phone with my neighbor. I'm telling her, girl, I got to go because I can't talk to you and video this at the same time. And I got to video this. I said, I need to find out some more tea. Let me see what's going on. I go back into my Ring camera because, see, I got a camera on the side of my house, which captures everything in the cul-de-sac, okay? He got tipped off. He clearly got tipped off. Now, please, the law, don't come to me asking me for my footage, okay? Because what you talking about? My name is Bennett, okay? I ain't in it. But I went and looked in all my footage to see when did he leave, because he had to have been tipped off. This is the person who does not leave their house. People come to him. They come to him. And then I was worried about his dog, which is he's such a cute little boy. But I'm like, the dog isn't there, which means he's not there. And him not being there at 9, 10 o'clock at night, Plus, there was no car in the driveway, which is never the case. So I had to go back. I had to go back a day and a half to see when was the last time there was a car, and it was as of that night. I mean, as of no. Let me see. So last night, 12 o'clock. So it probably would have been, if they came at 9. The last activity that I saw would have been 6 or 7 o'clock. Is the last time I saw activity. Okay. Right. It's like, yeah, you need to do some investigative work too, right? Baby, I said, let me be a PI, okay? Let me be Inspector Gadget right now. I was like, let me see what had happened because, but yeah, I noticed that about 7 o'clock is when activity stopped, and the car that was backed into the garage was pulled out about 7 something, and that was it. That was it. And I was already home by then. You know what I mean? And so I was just like, oh, snap. I believe he got tipped off. And I believe he was tipped off by somebody, of course, who already knew that they were coming. Too little, too late. I imagine they tore that man's house up just because they could. You know what I mean? Just because they were wasting their time. But I'm only glad that he wasn't there, because I believe shots would have been fired. For sure. For sure. It had to be like 30, 40 cops out there. I said, Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And now I can only be happy that there will be some more police activity. I'm sure they will be coming back to return. Now, one thing I know for sure, I know who real pissed off. The homeowners. Oh my God. Because they're going to have to pay for all that shit. They're going to have to pay for all that. Because if he left permanently, if he was just able to pick up and go and he don't come back, he's leaving whoever that is with whatever. You know what I mean? And it's just like, what? Super heated. And that homeowner, they own like a cigar bar in Midtown. And so they moved, they came up, moved. They moved like the year I moved in, they moved. So they've been renting since I moved into the house, to my house. Y'all, that was scary. I was like, oh my God, please don't let him be in there, because I was like, they're going to kill him for sure. You know what I mean? They was using that bullhorn for a minute. And then finally, you could just, it was like a movie. And then finally they was like to go in, boom, 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 boom. They bust the door down. You could just see the flashlights going everywhere. One thing they did not do was open the garage. I'm sure they looked in there, but they did not open the garage, because that garage is always open. Man, me and my neighbor was like, oh shit. I said, I already know, because me, I'm pretty communicative. Is that a word? But yeah, I know my neighbors. I've always made it a point to know my neighbors, because it's like, listen, if something happened, I need to know who y'all are. I got y'all numbers. And so I'm texting them, because I know which one of my neighbors wants to tell this story. They've already told me. And they were looking for me to tell it, but they don't know me. They don't know me like that. They don't know that, yeah, while I'm looking and I can see, I be minding the business that pays me. Okay? If you're to be caught doing something you ain't got no business, life will catch up with you. Life will catch up with you. My only thing was, as long as nothing happens to my daughter while she outside, that is all I know. Because I'm going to make good on my threat. If a hair on my baby's head is touched, that's it. Anything else, that's everybody. I don't want to say it's everybody else's problem, but it is. And so I was just like, as long as nothing happens to my daughter while she outside, Eventually, this will be caught up. We will see. You know what I mean? And right now, there's a box truck that's been in my cul-de-sac for a couple of days. Now, I have been wanting to call because it's giving, you're bringing my property taxes down, and you have not checked on this truck. I've been considering going to flatten them damn tires to make sure the truck really don't move and can get towed. However, I don't want to be caught on my own Ring camera committing a crime. Anyway, y'all, let me go. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna send you a little bit of the footage, Cup, so you can see what had happened. Because I was like, oh, and let me tell you, I am a terrible camera person. My cinematography skills are trash. Okay, I got a decent amount so you can see the point. But then I was talking too much, and I kept on, acting like, sliding up against the wall trying to see, because the cops was everywhere, and I definitely didn't want them approaching me or asking me any questions. I wouldn't be surprised if they came around to people's houses asking questions or whatever, but there wasn't like a violent crime isn't being committed. You know what I mean? And so they wouldn't have to ask, but they was too little too late. He was already gone. And this morning when I came out, no cars, nothing. You know what I mean? I usually would see him walk the dog and stuff like that. Cool dude. You know what I'm saying? Quiet, not saying nothing, but traffic, heavy, all the time. And it's just, whoever told it too late, or it's a setup that was, you know what I mean? It just definitely seemed like there's no way he shouldn't have been caught. And so, because he don't go nowhere. And so, he was tipped off. But anyway, but yeah, I had an action-packed night, okay? We got action. Okay? Anywho, y'all have a good day, okay? Do not let nobody piss you off, y'all. We made it to Friday. We here, okay? I hope y'all have the weekend off. And if you don't overachieve now. Don't be an overachiever. It's not necessary. The world is already burning down. Do what you got to do to get your check and not go to jail. Those are the two things we trying to always do. Get paid and not go to jail. If we could try to make those two things happen, we cooking with gas. That's it. I can't go beyond. I can't be going beyond. I can't. I cannot pay more than the 5, and I ain't even try to pay that. Like I said, as soon as I sit down, I'm putting in for at least half the day. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I got stuff to do, and if y'all gonna make me come to the office, I'm gonna have to take time off because I have things to do. Y'all messing with my work-life balance, and the life part is going to happen. I'm making that happen because that's the only way I can keep coming to work. So if they're not gonna help me balance it out, I'll balance it out myself. I will balance it out myself. I suggest y'all do the same. Like I said, it's not worth the confrontation. It's Friday. You just got paid. You ain't got shit to do. Anyway, that's from the movie Friday for people for the slow people in the back. But anywho, y'all have a good day today, and I will do the same. I will see y'all on Monday unless I have something else I need to say that's pressing before then. All right, peeps. Peace out.